In this Java game development tutorial, we will go through the player class. I also remind you that if you don't understand anything or having a hard time, please contact me and I will try to help you if I have time for it. The constructor of player class is the same as yentity class. We pass the x and y coordinates, speed and img from the constructor to the superclass. In init, there's nothing new. We change width and height and set it as a sprite. Like in the sprite tutorial, we set the sprite to frame 01 as our starting frame. In update, all we call is move and pick stick every update. Move is the same move like in the input tutorial. The only difference is that we change the sprite frame depending on the button clicked. For example, we click left, the player will move by x-axis by minus speed, and the player sprite will change to 04 frame, which is the character turning left. In pick stick, what we do is check for collision, like in the collision detection tutorial. Then we cast the collided object to stick, because collided function return objects as yentity class objects. We need a stick object. All objects with the type of sticks are sticks, so we can safely cast them to stick object. After that, we call stick object's rand pause method. We will cover it in the next tutorial about the stick object. What rand pause does is to change the sticks x and y to a random value, so the stick will move to a different position on the screen. Then we want to increment the score. Score is an attribute of game world. Yentity and player that are extended from yentity holds game world as a world object, yworld object type. Game world extends yworld, so it's considered as a yworld object. So to get score, which is a game world attribute, we need to cast world to game world object. Then we can access score and increment it by 1 every time the player collides with the stick. How to understand? It's just basic Java object-oriented inheritance and typing and typecasting. If you don't understand this, you need to go over these subjects. There are hundreds of tutorials about that subject. That's how I learned it. I'll try to find some links by the time this tutorial is up, or create a few basic Java tutorials myself. Anyway, if you still don't understand, please contact me and I will help you if I have the time for it.